I was a 23-year-old single mother of two when I went no contact with my mother over 30 years ago. And not one member of my family, I call them the relatives, picked up the phone to call me to provide support, to ask why. None of that happened. And the reason they didn't do that was because I was the family scapegoat, the liar, the troublemaker. And therefore, there was no reason for them to ask me why or if I needed anything. I was the bad one. That was my place within the narcissistic family system. When I went no contact with my grandfather, the child molester, my phone rang off the hook. And everyone came at me. My aunts, my brother, I hadn't spoken to them in I don't know how long at this point, but it had been at least a couple of years. And they were all pleading his case. You can't do this. He needs to see your daughter. He loves her. What are you doing? He's going to have a heart attack and die. You're stressing him out. He's an old man. Make his last few years happy. Like that whole thing went on. And when I said, no, I am not giving my child molesting grandfather access to my child. And I'm also not going to be in a relationship with my grandfather who molested me when I was a little girl. No. I said to my brother, why don't you give him your daughter? Completely ignored that. And I said it more than once, and he just kept changing the subject. And do you know what the subject was with each and every one of those family members? You're lying. You've always been lying. Stop making things up. You're a liar. Do you know what nobody ever said? Nobody ever said he didn't do it. Nobody ever said my grandfather would never hurt a child, would never molest a child, would never touch a child. Nobody said that. Not once through any of those conversations, including one that I had with my mother. Not once. All they did was call me a liar, but they never said he didn't do it. And I think that's very telling.